the thing I want to ask you is, can you relate to this image, right? Can you relate to some of these bullet points over to the left? I mean, exhausted after a full night's sleep. I remember I used to think I was sleeping really, really good, and I would wake up, and then all of a sudden, it'd be like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I was literally falling asleep at my desk. I'm like, why am I so tired? And I realized that even though I thought I was sleeping well, I wasn't. I was struggling to focus and think clearly. I was constantly feeling run down, and I would get sick just at the drop of a hat. Definitely, I was gaining weight, losing muscle, and I felt like I was aging way too fast. I love this cartoon. It said, remember the 20 extra years that you added to your life through the clean, healthy living, right? We all want to do that, but these are them, right? If you didn't make the decision a while back to really start making a change in your life, then you're probably feeling it. And if you're like me, I'm 47 now, I start to feel little things, but I started looking at ways that I could better myself. As we go to the next slide, what I found was my body's just under attack constantly. And if you read the experts, right? If you go to the people who know what is all about the toxins in our food and water and air, they will tell you, and they'll show you in many instances, that it's upwards of about 700,000. It almost seems impossible when you think about it. But 700,000 toxins we're exposed to every single day, right? It's like, and there's great products out there that help you get toxins out of your home. But the reality is, if you're not protecting it from the inside out, are you really being protected? Are you fixing the problem? Are you just alleviating it? Because listen, we don't live in a bubble, right? We're going to pick up our phone, and I promise you there's toxins on there. We're going to grab a coffee or a tea, and there's probably toxins in there. We're going to go places. We're going to be exposed to places. I mean, my goodness, my wife was at a dance competition with my daughter. We were at lacrosse before that as a family. I think about how many kids I was exposed to, how many high fives that I gave to the kids, how many high fives I gave to the dancers, and how much toxins I was literally touching just with all these kids, right? And think about your life every single day when you're at work, when you're at home, when you're meeting with other people, you're exposed to this. You're actually exposed to what I call fake supplements that don't work, right? You can go to Costco, you can go to Sam's, and I love both those stores, right? We shop at those stores. But when you look at supplements from a lot of big box retailers, they're just products that you put in here and they go right out, and your body's just not getting anything from it. And sometimes you're actually getting harm from those. There's plastics, pesticides, preservatives that are wreaking havoc on your system. Next slide, please. And what I want you to know is that your family deserves the best, right? We know that, but you gotta kind of get it from your head to your heart that you want to give your family the best. You want to have that extra energy at your kids' games. I mean, field trips, late night talks. I've got a 16-year-old daughter, and I feel like the only time she ever wants to actually talk to me now is like after this Zoom, maybe I'm not going to go to 11 o'clock, but my point is, later tonight, right when I'm getting ready to go to bed, that's when she wants to talk, and I may be ready to go to bed, but at the end of the day, that's when my daughter wants some time. I'm going to give it to her, right? But I need the energy to have that. I didn't used to have it. I do now. Disease-resistant immune systems, kids with healthy, focused brains, that they aren't just tied to electronics. Now, listen, I'm not against electronics. My kid Rocco, he's 10. He plays on electronics sometimes, but I also put him out into the world, and he does other things, right? You have to give him different options. But I just believe my family deserves the best. I believe your family deserves the best, and we're going to talk about a product and a unique situation to where this is a whole family business. It's a whole family product line, and can really make a big impact for you. So let's jump to the next slide, and I'll walk you through this. The good news is this: we're going to show you exactly how to take back control of your health. I want you to imagine for a second, you don't wake up tired. You wake up with this unstoppable energy. You're staying sharp throughout the day. You're staying productive, right? There's a difference in being awake and being productive, but you're able to keep up with your kids, maybe even outlast them. Like one of my favorite things to do, I used to, I wouldn't say I was forced to tell my kid, no, I don't want to go play right now, but like I was exhausted. And now, when he gets home from school, I see him come, I'm in my office, I see him come through the window. I'm out there, I'm like, hey, you want to throw the football? You want to throw the lacrosse ball? You want to go for a walk? You want to go for a bike ride? Right. And I give him that focused time because I've got the energy to do it at 3, 4 o'clock now in the afternoon. And building lean muscle and burning fat like I did in my 20s. Imagine if you could do that. There's a way. Let's go to the next slide and I'll walk you through. That was the good news, but I want to ask you a real simple question. Ever heard of glutathione? It's just a very direct question. There's not a right or wrong answer. But if you've heard of glutathione, you can drop a message in the chat. I'm curious if you've ever heard of glutathione. Most people haven't, but you really, really should. If we go to the next slide, I'm going to share with you the information that most people don't realize, and that is your body can't actually live without glutathione. So let's go to the next slide, and I'm going to kind of walk you through what this looks like. Now, glutathione, what it does, it is your body's master molecule. What does that mean? Well, it just means that it's found in every single cell in your body. And if you didn't know it, our body is made up of a lot of cells. Now, I'm going to tell you something that my son and I, we Googled it earlier because he knew. He said, Dad, are you going to go do the Zoom tonight and tell the people about the glutathione that I take, the shot that I take? And I said, yeah, I'm getting ready to. And I said, it's in every cell of your body, right? And he goes, that must be a lot, like 1 billion. And I said, you know what? I think it's more than that. And so we Googled it. Now, according to Google, when you Google how many cells are in an adult body, they will tell you there's 37 trillion with a T cells in your body. I'm no doctor, I'm no researcher. That's what Google tells you. Even if they're off by a little bit, it's a big number, right? That's a huge number. In every single one of those cells, glutathione is found. It's the master molecule. So your cells, they run on energy. Glutathione is the supercharger in every one of your cells to really build that natural energy from the inside out. It's your natural detoxifier. See, glutathione is sticky. Inside your body, it's actually a sticky substance. It reminds me of summer's coming up and I think about barbecuing outside. And what's interesting in barbecue, a lot of times people are cooking and you get flies, right? That's everywhere in the country in the summertime. But when you put the fly tape out, right? It's like a piece of tape and you like hang it somewhere, a fly trap, and the flies are going and they stick to it and they can't get off. That's very much how glutathione works in the body. A lot of the bad stuff that's going through your body, glutathione is present in every cell of your body. So you think about 37 trillion cells in your body. That's a crazy thing to think about. You can't even fathom it, right? But let's just say from your head to your toes, there's glutathione running through it constantly, and it's sticky. So the bad stuff, whether it's a drink or food or a toxin or something you inhaled through your nose or your mouth, just air that you're breathing, glutathione's constantly, it's sticking to it and it naturally detoxifies the body. It flushes out toxin before they do damage. It's your immune system's secret weapon. It really boils down to this. The more glutathione you have equals the stronger immune system that you have, faster recovery time that you have. I did not plan those fireworks, if you can see those behind me on the Zoom, but that was pretty awesome. I don't know how that happened. That's hilarious. Let's go to the next slide, please. But here's the thing. Here's the bad news, right? Because there is some bad news. Your glutathione's crashing. At age 40, your natural glutathione in your body, what's happening in your body already, it starts dropping fast. Up to 50% you lose by the time you're 40. By 70, you can be lower than 70% when you were in your youth. So I'm 47. As I look through here, I recognize some names and I know some of your ages, right? And I think about, okay, if I'm 47 and I can lose up to 50% of my glutathione, I'm like, wait a second. If glutathione is in every cell of my body and it's my master detoxer and all the things that I just went over, but I have half of what my body really needs to be at peak performance, like that's a little scary. Like, how do I get that back up? What's that affecting? I have a lot of questions, right? You probably do too. But here's a fact: the decline, this aging decline, and glutathione decline in your body, it's linked to all chronic diseases. It's accelerating your aging. It weakens your immunity. It increases inflammation. If you go to the next slide, that's the bad news, right? But the question is like, okay, how do I increase that so I can slow those things down? There's four ways, and there's really only four ways. And I'm going to walk you through each of them real quick because this is where you can just listen to my voice, but no, this is not coming from my brain. This is coming from doctors from all over the world. This is just pure science that I'm sharing with you. I'm the mouthpiece tonight. So you can eat really perfect for the rest of your life, a nearly perfect diet, forget sugar ever again, eat perfect every single day without missing anything, and that will slowly help you build up some natural glutathione. Now, if you're like a lot of people, like I used to, I still do sometimes actually, you can inject it, right? What's that mean? Well, I'll go get an IV drip to help build some immunity, and they can give you what they call a glutathione push. It's actually glutathione that they insert into your body. Now, sorry, I got something in my eye. What that means is they're inserting a certain amount, and once it's used up, which is relatively quick, it's done, right? Your body's not going to increase that. So it's just a temporary fix, like duct tape, right? Supplementing it is kind of the same way. And the problem even with supplementing glutathione, like liposomal glutathione is a good thing, but it breaks down before your cells actually get it. It breaks down in the digestive system. So those are three ways that you can get some glutathione, but the benefits of it is just so quick. It's like duct tape when you have a problem. It's not going to last long term. It's very quick and it doesn't increase your natural glutathione. So the way that I found that I get excited about and then I realize I can naturally increase my glutathione levels is to biohack it, right? It's a trendy term, but it actually works. Next slide, please. And what does that mean? Well, the body shot, Immunocal, because it's a very small shot that you take once a day, it's the world's leader in patented glutathione research. Immunotec, our company. And see, most supplements, they don't make it where they need to go. Ours is different. You see, the bonded cysteine, and we're going to talk about that. That's the secret sauce. It's trademarked. We're the only ones who have it. You can have cysteine, which is an amino acid, but when they go through the digestive system, they break down. We have bonded cysteine, and it makes it through the digestive system to give your body what it needs to make its own glutathione naturally. And it protects the ingredients. It's designed to survive that digestive process and get to your cells, which is where it needs to be to kind of flip the switch on to your own glutathione making. And it keeps the protein safe, right? This is a special process. It keeps the protein undamaged for that effective glutathione natural production. It's a game changer in the world. It's all patented. Go to the next slide, please. And we have the product that is absolutely extraordinary. You can see here, the boxes you're seeing, that's a month's supply. This is our original glutathione called glutathione precursor called Immunocal. It's all clean label certified. All of our products are. This is a month's supply. It's a fantastic product. You see the one in the middle there, that's called the Platinum, and same box, same size, 30-day supply. And it's got some really cool marketing. They're all clean label. And then as I reach over here, get my favorite, it's our Immunocal Sport. And I'm going to talk about that as well. But these products, they're all month supply. They're all the only world's patented glutathione precursor in the world. And when I walk you through what these really look like, this is pretty extraordinary. So the blue, the original, this is what the packet looks like. It's a very fine powder. And this powder, as you go through, it's only from about there down. So it's a very fine, delicate powder. And what you do, every order that we ship you, we send you this really cool cup. It's got our logo on it. It's a shaker cup. This is a James Bond product. We say it has to be shaken, not stirred. You don't froth this. And most importantly, we want you to mix it right. We don't want you to mix this with too much liquid, right? Even though you can put all this liquid in it, you don't need it. What you do is there's a line right here, right at the bottom, the very bottom line. That's all the liquid, very cold water or orange juice. You can put that into it. That's all you do. You take this packet, you rip it open, you put it in, and then you simply shake it up for about 30 seconds. And once the powder is mixed, you just take it. You can take it straight like I do, or you can add more liquid once it's mixed up. So it's a very easy process for you to take this product. Now, my kids, they take the blue every single day. Let's go to the next slide and I'll kind of walk you through. My wife, she takes the platinum because it has good hormonal support, has extra added minerals. And then I take the sport. Now, we do have, you can see on the screen, an orange and a green booster. These are these packages. I'll show these to you so you can see them. So it's a month supply, comes in an orange box, comes in a green box, and just fantastic boosters. They have their own benefits. It's like organic fruits and greens or organic energy. So this is the energy, this is the fruits and greens. And what my kids do every day, my 9-year or my 10-year-old now and my 16-year-old, they take real cold water, they mix this and this together. But you know, it's like right here. They just put the liquid to that very bottom line. They put both of these in there and then they shake it for 30 seconds and then slam it. My wife, she takes the platinum and the organic greens, again, just puts the liquid very bottom line. You'll see there's another line here with 2 pouches. That's not 2 pouches, right? 2 pouches is this. So just put it to the very bottom line, put both of these in there. You'll even, it's almost counterintuitive because you're like, is it even going to mix? I promise you, don't put too much liquid in it or it'll get foamy and it'll actually get chunky. Nothing wrong with it. It's just more pleasurable when you have it real smooth. So you shake that up for 30 seconds, you shoot it down. What I like every day, I take the Sport. It has a natural beets built into it, which is a nitric oxide booster. And if you've ever seen what's the #1 nitric oxide product sold on the market? Viagra, right? This is not Viagra, but I can tell you it doesn't hurt in that category. It's a fantastic product. Your spouse will thank you. But it really helps when you think about heart health with the nitric oxide boost. Then you add the energy to it. Again, same amount of liquid, pour them both in, shake it up. They're James Bond products, shaken, not stirred. And they're patented. The company name's Immunotec. If you go to the next slide, let me tell you where we get that name from. Immunity from technology. Because as crazy as it may seem, there is a absolute phenomenal amount of technology that goes into this product. It's the world's #1 leader in glutathione supplement research. This is fully patented around the world with 79 patents, 79 granted patents, right? There's a reason that when you look at our customer growth of 89%, 38% increase in our new consultants, the features that we've been seeing, we've invested $25 million into product research, right? That's how you become the #1 leader in glutathione research, and the fact the company's been in business for 28 years, and even prior to that, 45 years of just groundbreaking research. Recently, we invested about $6 million into our technology to help you be able to share it easier with people for the business. And Immunotec is just really leading from the front. Let's go to the next slide, please. So as we look at the products and we talk about being clinically tested and rigorously, clinically studied and rigorously tested, the patents are amazing. You know, we have 79 granted patents. We have 92 published studies. And when I say published studies, let me be very clear. These are not in our own lab with one of our own doctors doing a study, and then we publish what our own doctor has. I think we'd all agree there's a lot of companies that do business that way, and they're probably, you know, a little, they slide over here to maybe be in their court a little more. They may be a little tempted to say it did more than maybe what it did because it's their own lab, it's their own doctor. We don't do that. We have absolutely top-notch universities like Harvard. We have research institutes like McGill University in Canada, Denver University, Nova University, the University of Kentucky. I mean, I can go on and on and on. We've had 275 researchers, 169 institutions do studies on this product, human studies, double-blind studies with placebo. That means that part of the group takes this, part of the group takes a sugar pill. They test for the different thing that they're doing a study on. Whatever the results are, they publish them. We don't have input in that published. We've contracted them, do a study on this. They do it because remember, their reputation is all they have. Their reputation is to do the science and unveil what this did or did not do. We just happen to have an extraordinary 100% patented product that nobody else in direct sales has ever came close to having. So if you go to the next slide, these are just a few things that our research is making a difference in. And when I say a few, we have over 92 studies that we've done. But you can look through here, whether it's autism, whether it's asthma, liver disease, cancer research, COVID-19, neurological, cognitive health, hearing loss, brain protection. I mean, I can go on and on and on and on and on. There's so much more. These aren't things that our product cures. These aren't things that we say, if you have them, you have to take our product. We've simply created studies and they've studied these particular ailments, diseases when people take our product. And you can read all of these. We publish the studies directly from the universities, and you can read what the people experienced that had this, that took the product. It's actually to me, it's a very honorable way to do business because we're not trying to convince you of anything. We're simply saying, hey, we've done a lot of research, $25 million invested, 28 years in business, 79 patents, 92 published studies on humans. You know, if you find something that's intriguing, maybe try a month's supply of our product. Next slide, please. As we go through and kind of start to go down the path of closing here, I will tell you this. Our quality is extraordinary. When you look through here, all this product, it's informed sport, which means athletes from Olympics to professional. This goes through all of the rigorous anti-doping certifications. I mentioned earlier, clean label project certified is stamped on all of our products. And this is really the quality is designed for athletes, but it's made affordable for you. We have 100 professional Olympic athletes from 5 countries that take this product. Not one of them are paid. They take it, they tell us what it does for them. That's it. And we track that and we look at it and we see the results that these professional athletes are getting. And I think we can all agree, like if you just step back and take a breath and go, okay, why would a professional athlete put this in their body when they can afford and they have to put the best in their body? They're put it in there because they either know it's the best, they think it's the best, or they want to give it a try. They put it back into their body a second time and a third and a fourth and a fifth and a sixth, and then make it a daily regime when they start getting results. And at the end of the day, we've seen teams that take this product. We've seen athletes that take this product. They take it year after year, decade after decade, because of the results that they receive.